In this episode, the girls make cosplay-safe weapons from scratch using anything that they can find in the garage. And when they're done, their props will be put to the test. It's time to get crafting in Griddlock's garage.
My name is Zoe. I've made a few cosplay crowns before, but never any weapons or anything like that. My name is Naya. I have my own craft table. I really like to build stuff just whenever I want to. I have made weapons before, but they were always made out of cardboard or paper or whatever I could find in the recycle bin. I'm feeling a little nervous about this. I haven't had much experience, so I don't exactly know how I'm gonna do this that much.
I am your host, Griddlock Cosplay, and in this episode, Naya and Zoe will be creating their own cosplay weapons that they will have a set amount of time for design and building, and then their creations will be judged based on the 3 most important categories in cosplay. The weapon must be sturdy. It should be built strong enough to withstand swinging, dropping, and bending. The weapon must stay together, not lose pieces, and not break. The weapon must be safe. It should not be able to cause harm or damage when used. The weapon must not cause any significant damage to the test shield. The weapon must be stunning. It should draw attention by its appearance with excellent painting and finishing. Naya and Zoe. For this competition, the category is the battle axe.
Well, I really wanted to make an axe before, so I'm kind of excited and then nervous at the same time. I'm a little bit excited, but mostly nervous.
For this competition, you will be taking turns in the workspace so that you can't see what each other is doing. We will roll a die to determine randomly who will go first. Naya takes odd, Zoe takes even. 3, Naya will be going first. Zoe, please leave the garage. Naya, you have 20 minutes to design your battle axe. At the workbench here is a tablet and a sketchbook, and your time starts now.
Kind of want it to look like Astrid's axe from How to Train Your Dragon. I really like Astrid because she's a strong female character and really good with weapons.
Alright, so your 20 minutes are up. Now that you have your design, it is Zoe's turn to use the workshop. Okay, Zoe, you have 20 minutes to design your battle axe. You have your tablet and a sketchbook. Your time starts now.
When I searched one-handed battle axes, all I found were one-bladed axes. But I wanted to find a double-bladed axe. So I just sketched my own a handle to match it, to go with it.
All right, Zoe, your 20 minutes is up. So what have you designed?
I have a double blade and a wrapped handle.
Okay, and what are these circles here?
Those are spikes to make it look scary. People always say I'm cute, so I want to make it look scary.
Naya and Zoe, now that you have finished your designs, you will each have 4 hours to actually build it. You will be taking turns again, so we will roll the die to see who goes first. Once again, Naya will be odd, Zoe is even. And we have a 2. So Zoe, you will be going first. Naya, please leave the garage. Alright, Zoe, you have 4 hours to complete your work. You may start choosing your materials.
Having trouble with the blade. Pushing on it is making my fingers sore. And it's a really thick foam, so I have to push a lot. I thought cutting would be more of the fun part of doing this. Best is putting a hole right here to fit the pipe. I need to flatten this so it fits better.
At this point, Zoe has been working on her axe for 1 hour and 20 minutes. She's going to take a break to rest her fingers, so Naya is going to begin hers. Alright, so Naya, you have 4 hours to build your design. Your time starts now. Start choosing your materials.
I tried drawing my template freehand, but it looks really bad. So I'm gonna look for some round things to make the curves. Really frustrated with cutting the cardboard out. It really hurts my hand, so I'm gonna try using scissors. pretty big. I probably have a lot of cutting to do. I'm so glad to have the pieces cut. I've seen my dad bend this pipe before, so I think I could flatten it with a heat gun. My arm's getting tired. That's better. It's nice to cut all its form.
Since there is no sponsor for this video, we don't have a commercial break. However, because of a pesky thing called bedtime, Naya and Zoe return to the garage the next day to finish their builds. Naya and Zoe, welcome back to the garage. You have both had partial time to work on your axes. You'll be continuing today. As an extra challenge, you need to add this to your design. These are the edge pieces from EVA foam, a very common garbage piece from cosplayers. I want you to use some of it in your design.
This is gonna help me because I can turn the puzzle piece into the spikes. I'm making some practice cuts for the groove where the handle's gonna go. I'm worried that glue won't stick to this, so I'm gonna scratch it up. Cut out triangles, and I'm going to use those as my spikes. I just hope I can get these edges to line up.
Since the next step involves using a rotary tool, I'm coming in to help Zoe for the sake of safety.
just a little bit to make the detail on the blade. One bit is sticking out, so I'm just gonna cut it. There's so much sanding to do. I'm afraid it's gonna take too long. I'm scoring the foam and then I'm using a heat gun to make a thin line.
Did you just drip on my carpet?
Yes. The tiny pieces just came apart. My dad taught me that you take a piece of foam and wrap it around, and then you cut it, and that's the length that you need to wrap whatever it is around.
Naya, you have 7 minutes until bedtime.
Stuck. This string won't cut. I know I'm running out of time. My arm hurts. I wanted to do some battle damage, but I guess there's no time left.
Last night, the axes were treated with Plastidip, which means now they're ready for painting. Naya and Zoe, you have both completed your build. Now it is time for doing your paint and your detail. You will each have an hour and a half to get it completely done. Are you ready? You may choose your paints and your paintbrushes, and I will bring your axes to you in your painting areas.
I'm gonna mix some white with tin to make a lighter metallic shade for right here. I decided to paint the inside of the cuts black, just so you can see it a lot better. I'm not getting the metallic color that I like. Fortunately, I've done a lot of painting, so I know how to mix the colors to get what I want. It's right here. Starting the other side. I'm gonna mix some more paint. I'm using the red to make my axe look scarier. I did some of this a bit fast, so I need to go over it again.
"30 minutes left."
I need to make the stone look more like a stone. It just doesn't look right. So I'm just adding some texture. As I'm using the hot glue, it's making strings everywhere. So close to being done.
Zoe, you have 5 minutes left.
But I only need 2. I'm done.
And there we have it. Both girls have finished their battle axes within the allotted time, although it was pretty close. Naya was working right up into the last minute during the building phase, and Zoe just about ran out of time during painting and detailing. And when all the paint and glue is dry, we're going to move on to testing. Welcome back to the garage, girls. Over the past couple of days, you have both worked very hard on building your own cosplay battle axes. And now today, we're going to reveal so that you each get to see what you've been working on. We are also going to be testing your axes to see if they pass the 3 tests. Are you ready?
Yes.
I am now going to go and get your axes.
Whoa. No. I'm very shocked. Hers is so tiny. It's tiny and spiky. And mine is so big, and I'm afraid it's going to cause a lot of damage. It's huge. I think Naya's axe is pretty stunning. Hers does look kind of cute, because hers looks a lot bigger, and I feel like it might really dent or break the shield.
Zoe, this is your axe. Looks pretty sturdy. You have a wrapping along here. It all seems to be staying in place. Your spikes, which are glued on here, they are on really well. None of the paint is chipping off, which is a good sign. Your axe seems very sturdy. Naya, this is your axe. The rope around here is a little bit loose, but it still is staying on. Your pieces are glued on really well. It's flexible. Your weapon seems sturdy. The next test is if it is safe. Here is the shield. We're going to hit the shield 3 times with your axe. Here we go with Zoe's axe. Figure this is where you would normally hold on to this single-handed axe. Okay, let's see what results we have here. There was no damage to the weapon at all. And looking at the shield, we can see a few minor dents here, but it didn't even scratch the paint, it didn't rip any of the foam. So Zoe, your weapon is safe. Just going to turn the shield around so we have a fresh side for Naya's axe. You did design this as a one-handed axe, so I will use only one hand. Here we go. Now, Naya's was a bigger axe, so you can see the dents a little bit more. But again, it didn't chip any paint, it didn't rip any of the foam, so Naya, your weapon is also safe. Both girls' battle axes were both sturdy and safe, but we don't have a panel of judges to determine which one is more stunning, so we're going to leave that up to you. Please leave a comment as to which one you would prefer to take to Comic-Con, and thank you for watching Griddlock's Garage.